In the red, in the top left, he was known as Into the Rainbow. He is the one, the only.
Kim Sung-jae, ST HopeTorture.
Torture. Down here in the bottom right, in the blue, cross locations, champion of BlizzCon.
Jung Min-soo, Next Genius.
The only Protoss left.
Oh my.
Oh, excuse me.
Well. It is Delta Quadrant. Faraway positions, that's going to be a happy thing for Next Genius. The closer you get, it seemingly so. The Terran normally likes it more. But, you know, with the styles that these two play, I think they're both going to be fine with it. You know, HopeTorture, rather than just try to kill people early, oftentimes he does go for that harass-based style. And when you're further away, that's going to give you more time to macro up, and, you know, he's going to less expect some of these drops at his expansions and everything, so I like the spots.
You know, one thing about HopeTorture, I think the two phases he's strongest at are the early game, right at the start,
yeah,
and then the shortly after the mid game. I guess what you tend to call mid-late game, yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I think, where he's finest, because that's where his harassment kicks in.
Yeah, I agree. The late mid game is quite good. The supreme late game, sometimes we have seen him lose steam, like against Fruit Dealer.
Yeah.
But definitely, you're quite right about that, Deuces.
Now we see Protoss and Terran both using standard builds. Protoss scouting much sooner than our Terran player.
Now, I'm hoping from HopeTorture that we don't see one of these, okay, let me try to break your ramp, like one of those builds. I don't like those builds. As you were saying last game, it's kind of risky. I don't think we're going to see it again. You know, it was close positions last game, so you kind of understand in that regard. But in these far positions on Delta, I feel like he could go right into his harass style quite easily, take a pretty easy expansion behind him or in front of him, and, you know, just kind of chill and work with what he does best.
SCV continuing to move around. Protoss will most likely charge a Stalker out. Also, I believe after this game we go to a commercial break. Or you guys don't get commercials. We might go to a break.
Yeah, you get to watch the studio for a few minutes.
Yeah.
While you refill your hot chocolate.
That's right.
And as that Stalker does come out, we're going to see what Next Genius has planned for us now. Oh, never mind. We're going to see it anyways. It's up here in...
There
it is. In another natural. Going to definitely proxy some buildings here. I don't think they're going to be gateways. That's my tip.
Could be a Stargate.
Yeah, could
be a Citadel.
Yeah,
a Twilight Council.
It could be a Twilight Council.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to go for DT play. DT play, very popular on this map, because oftentimes you can warp into their back expansion if they're not very careful about that. In the meantime, we do have Starport going up for HopeTorture.
HopeTorture looking pretty good so far. Marine on the way.
One barracks. Marine Marauder. Just a little few defensive units. I think what we're going to see is Banshee play with Cloak. Now that's actually going to be pretty good against Twilight Council, as long as he can hold the rushes that come from Next Genius. It's going to be a beautiful counter.
Well, if he goes Banshee, I mean, you can get a Raven out so easily.
Yeah,
stops the rush.
If he actually makes the Raven right away. Oh, never mind. Blink Rush. He's going to just blink right in to the expansion, most likely.
Well, this could be pretty strong against the Raven, depending on whether or not he gets the Cloak. He is going to get the Cloak.
Yeah, the Cloak is going to be quite good. If he can just hold the early rush, I mean, he is so far off from detection right now, his Next Genius, that the Cloaked Banshee could just end the game straight up. Basically, Next Genius has to hit this attack timing just right and force the Banshee to stay at home so he has time to get detection up. If the Banshee just appears in his mirror line, one or two Banshees, then that's going to be it, man.
And also note, if the Banshee does get his main, he has nothing to spot. So that's going to be a disaster.
Blink finishing up. Cloak almost done.
Banshee going towards the base.
And he's going to start warping stuff in there. He's going to see that bunker, but that is only going to be 4 Marines in there. He's going to be able to blink in quite easily with this many Stalkers, but there is another Banshee about to pop out, and look at that. That's scary. Indeed, look at that. The bunker going down, and he's going to have to kill a lot of probes with this Banshee. Oh my, HopeTorture in a lot of trouble here. Cloaks that Banshee, and now that he realizes his cloak is done, HopeTorture cannot lose that over there. He's going to target SCVs. SCVs come out to fight the Stalkers, and the only problem is he may lose cloaking on this just because they only popped out just now, killing a ton of probes, though. This is anyone's game at this point.
It's a massacre on both sides. They're taking each other out. Hardly any probes left. He's not getting the Stalker over to where this Banshee is. Then again, he can't really see it.
And it is really looking like this is going to be HopeTorture's game. Look at these unit counts, 17 SCVs against 9 probes. And not even mining is our poor Protoss player. At the same time, Mule's being dropped down. So the economy of HopeTorture actually did not take that big a hit.
Observer out now.
That's right, 16 kills though on that captain of a Banshee. 17 now. And goodbye,
Nice.
Banshee. You've done your work. Rest in peace.
Now, if he can get back in there with the Observer, he could still pull through.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be what he goes for here. But HopeTorture going to send out another Banshee, surprisingly. He may need that for defense, so this is a little bit scary. But notice up near the command center of HopeTorture, we have the bunker in place right there. He's really turtling up. He does have a Banshee staying at home and making a medevac right now. Not sure if medevac is the absolute best, but this is his chance to come back. If he doesn't do it here,
He's just got to get behind the minerals.
yeah, the Banshee going to his base is going to do extreme damage. It's going to kill the rest of his probes, in fact. And here it goes in. He realizes in just a second there, he knows it. He knows he has to kill with these. And here he goes. Will he be able to repair that bunker in time? And it looks like we're going to have to see a GG from Next Genius. Those SCVs repairing just in time, as well as the Banshee doing some additional damage. Just nothing left here for Next Genius.
This is a disaster here for Next Genius. The strategy was good, but this one just happens to counter it.
That's right. That's the risky thing about not going robotics. A quick cloaked Banshee can just wreak havoc on your mineral line.
Oh, gets the Observer. Expect GG any second. Protoss does not even have an economy.
That's right. He is microing these Stalkers like his life depends on it, and well, it does. The SCV's coming out once again. Supplies right now 16 against 35. Ouch.
Wow, that's too bad. I mean, the strategy could have worked out a little bit better, but just didn't work out well enough. He does have a shortage of SCVs. Maybe there's some way that he could just out-micro him. That seems kind of unrealistic, though.
I mean, at this point, Next Genius is fighting against time. There's medevacs out. Full tech for HopeTorture. You can just keep making units. The Mules are mining plenty of minerals. Eventually, these Stalkers all die. And
there
in
it
fact,
is.
the
Checkmate.
Banshee even comes over.
GG.
Wow, 1-1. Epicness ensues.
Much epicness here. Wow.
The epicality of these matches tonight is amazing.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I'm really impressed with these games. I think we might go to 5 games with these guys, too.
Oh, definitely. They're just so good. It just kind of goes back and forth, back and forth. It's anyone's game.
It really is.
Absolutely. Great couple games there.
Awesome
that
games.
game was really just a complete build order route by HopeTorture.
Yeah, that's quite true. I like Next Genius's build, but he was not prepared for Banshees. You can't. I think if you go 2-gate, win to a Stalker doing that, you have enough to maybe get a Robo. But then again,
then you don't have enough Stalkers.
you don't have enough
so,
Stalkers, exactly.
You know, the strategy is kind of like a coin flip. You know, you're just like, all right, if he goes Cloak Banshee, I'm going to have a hell of a time with it. Flips the coin. He went Cloak Banshee. Okay, I'm out. If it was a different build, Would have done a lot better. There's a lot of places to blink in on that map. But that's what happens, man.
We're going to go to a break, I believe. We were told we're going to go to a break.
Yep.
Yes. John nodded at us, taking care of us. So we're going to have a small break where, as Arto said, you can refill your cocoa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah.
refill the milk.
Get another bag
plate,
of chips.
Get another plate of cookies.
Break out the Cheetos.
Get the Cheetos.
Yeah, man. Cheetos are really good for this. All right. Thank you for watching, and we'll be right back in 5 minutes.
Be back soon.